So as we know today, the modern world has become very toxic, like extremely toxic. We're not just talking about relationships. We're not just talking about how some of these females be or some of these guys be towards females, bro. We're talking about everything. We're talking about so-called friends and everything else. It seems like it kind of goes in that direction once you go from being a younger kid into an adult. Things start to turn that way. You lose friends when you get out of high school. It didn't just happen to me. It didn't just happen to you guys. It happens to people who don't even watch YouTube content. It happens to people who you wouldn't even think. Like, it happens to most people, bro. And I don't get why everybody has to be so betraying to one another. I just don't understand. But I'm making this video because it's going to be very relatable to a lot of you. Like, why you would rather be alone than have friends around. Like, honestly, bro, if you're an intuitive person and you can see the truth in every situation you're in, there's no such thing as having a lot of friends. There's no such thing as pretty well having friends around. There's going to be very few and far between. Like, it's going to be such a small thing, if anything at all. And it's because you know the truth. Most people want something from you most of the time because it's going to benefit them. It has nothing to do with them caring about you as a friend. It has everything to do with them benefiting from yourself. They don't care about you, bro. Like, they don't care. And it's because they lack so much anyways. You have to see it from their perspective as well. Like, there's so much they lack. You probably have more than they have in a lot of ways. Like, they lack a lot of stuff. They're not where they want to be. They're not the person they even want to be. So how would you expect them to come around to be a solid friend? It's non-existent, bro. People can act like your friend. People can do all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, bro, I know the truth. You guys, a lot of you know the truth. And this is probably why you would rather be alone than have a bunch of friends around yourself, because you know what this is. It's not the fairy tale. You have a bunch of nice friends and stuff like this, and not like a fairy tale of a relationship. It's not the world we're in. Especially today. This modern world society has become very toxic. And every single individual is to blame. Social media isn't to blame. Yes, it's done bad things, but if you're that stupid to allow an app to override yourself, that's your own fault. Every individual who has become this way is to blame. It's every individual's fault. Like, bro, even if I'm talking to a new girl or something like this, and things are going well and stuff, and she's sending me pics of herself smiling and stuff like this, and sending you maybe a winky face or something, and you can tell, okay, she kind of likes me and all this stuff. But then a few days go by or something, and she just ghosts you or something like this. Like, I know what this is. I know what this is. And by now, I just want to say things to individuals like that, like, who hurt you? Healthy people don't do things like that, bro. I've talked to healthy women before. They don't do those things. Same as friends or anything else. I'm just using females as an example right now, but healthy people don't just reach out to you and ghost and do all those kinds of things. It doesn't exist. Some people want to get your attention, then you reply back and they say nothing. Why do you think they did that? Why do you think? You think they're healthy? You think they're a great friend? You think they're supportive? Like, is that what you think? No. And it's no issue if someone reaches out or something and then You say something back and they take a long time to respond, but they respond. That's nothing either. That's perfectly fine. People can do whatever they want, but it's like, bro, some people is purposely playing a game with yourself. Purposely. And a lot of the time it'd be these females, bruh. A lot of the time. And the first thing I want to say when situations like that happen is just like, who hurt you? Because someone clearly hurt you for you to be doing stuff like that to myself. Like, it's like everyone wants to have this power advantage over the next person, and it's like, there's no trust. They do this because they don't trust. They don't know that you actually be a good person to them and respond and not do them dirty. They don't know that for sure. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to have a power advantage over yourself so they feel safer. They feel safer. Let me have some power over this guy is how they think. Let me test him. Let me do these things. That is unnecessary to do. And this is what's made society so toxic. Like, it's no longer you're the guy, she's a girl. You see something in her, you think you probably like her, and she thinks the same way about you. And then you start to talk, and it just, you build it up over time, and you make that decision, and you choose to be together. That stuff doesn't exist anymore, bro. Because it just seems like everyone's out to get one another today. This is why I'd rather rock alone for the most part. I don't trust majority of people. I don't trust most situations I find myself in with majority of girls that I have talked to or am talking to. I'm just waiting for something crazy to happen at the end of the day. And when something starts to go weird, the only thing I can think is, who hurt you? No matter how many bad things happen to myself, I'm still going to be myself. Because that is the type of strength I have. I'm not going to start taking advantage of all these girls and start rubbing my hands together. Ha ha ha. I don't care enough, bro. I don't care enough. I'm good. I feel good. I'm a bit sleepy right now. I'm a bit tired right now as we speak because it's pretty late right now, but I'm good. In fact, I've never purposely just destroyed women or anything in my entire life. I've never purposely just led women on. Ever, not even once. I'm always honest in every situation I'm ever in or any encounter I'm ever in with any person at all. I'm always honest. But a lot of people aren't. And this is what made society in the modern world we found ourselves in today very toxic and unforgiving, because people want to narcissistically abuse you, bro. People want to use crazy making tactics on yourself and gaslight you. And if you call them out for their games, oh, what are you talking about? I'm not playing a game, blah, blah, blah. It's just, it's a never ending thing. It's all a defense mechanism on their part. And it's very toxic when you have good intentions to deal with the people you're dealing with. It's very toxic for yourself. It's just like, it seems like every person is like this today, even though not 100% people are, because obviously there's some good things going on in the world and some people are making it work, but it's like majority of what's out there today, this is what's going on. And that's why it's the smarter, it's take the smarter route. Vibe alone, vibe by yourself and try things out here and there, but other than that, bro, it's even friends today, bro, it's kind of that way, isn't it? So many guys are getting abused by certain females and they feel the need to start ghosting their own friends now to gain some power back. It's like everyone wants to just like crush the next person. It's like, you guys are all insecure. You guys are all so weak. It's not even ridiculously funny. Y'all some weak cut individuals. Y'all ain't like this. Y'all ain't built like this. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't be in front of me and do this. Real only. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't. But you know what y'all can do? I'm talking about these people, by the way. You know what they can do? They can be on this and hide behind this and do their little manipulation tactic and stuff like this and start to hype things up with you and then ghost and then just, okay, I feel good about myself now. Do you feel good about yourself now? Do you feel good about yourself now? Do you feel good about it? We know what you're doing. Who hurt you? Are you that scared? It's utterly ridiculous, bro. Like, and there's guys starting to do this nowadays. That's the sad part. And y'all's weak. Y'all is weak. Bro, I've dealt with women and I've given them chance after chance after chance to get it right. They would ghost me and do those things, and then a little time goes on, they give me a little hint to say something to them, and then all of a sudden we find ourselves speaking again, and it's like chance after chance after chance, but it's just the same formula over and over and over again. And the only thing in my head I can think is, who hurt you? You're hurt. You can't even continue to talk to me. You have to play that game. And if I call it out, oh, I'm not playing a game, that's just more game. By them saying I'm not playing a game, you're just laying down more game. You're just being in the game even further. By not being direct, by not being honest, by not being straight up. Y'all can't do this because y'all is weak. I'm not scared of confrontation. We can talk. Let's talk in real life. I'll meet you on the side of the road right now. You don't have to come to my place. I'll meet you on the side of the road. I'll drive an hour to go and see you, and I'll talk right in front of your face. You think I care? I walked into a house with the Hells and Angels when I was 18 by myself, and a guy that was 4 years older than me that was in the passenger seat wouldn't come in with me. I was 18. By myself. I was a kid. A bunch of grown men in there with weapons and everything else. That's who I am, bro. I've done fearless things. I've done lots of fearless things. I've stepped in the ring and I've boxed 2 amateur level boxers. One was a national level champion in Canada Games. And they rotated these guys on me. Like, I'd go a 3-round spar with one of these guys, and I would stay in the ring, and they'd put another guy in when he's fresh. And now I just went around, and I'm a bit tired, and this guy's fresh, and I'm going with both of these guys. And it was a bit scary. It felt claustrophobic because I'm starting to gas, and these guys are fresh being switched up on me. And it's a part of their training, but it was a little too much for me at the time because these guys were boxing forever, and I didn't even have the boxing formula down at the time. Some of my first days in the gym, and they were trying to do that kind of stuff to me, and they were trying to prove a point on me, and it's like, this is exactly why we're never going to succeed. Because they want to prove something on me because I'm a guy walking in there with some talent, with some natural talent. They want to try to operate in their ego to see, okay, this guy's coming in. He thinks he's kind of good. Let's put in my top guys in this guy and rotate them on this guy, see what he's about. Instead of cherishing the talent that just walked into their gym, let's build this guy up. No, they try to tear him down. This is a story of my life in every way, shape, and form. But at the end of the day, no one's going to tear me down and keep me down. Nobody's going to do it. I will win. And I will watch every single person that's ever went against me crumble. Every person will crumble. You go against me, I guarantee you're going to crumble because you're not a winner. Winners win together. Winners flock together. People that do stuff like that, dirty stuff, people that want to play games and be narcissistic and try to manipulate you and try to make you feel bad and try to do all these things, they ain't going to win, bro. They ain't going to win. They can get all their little wins all they want, get those little ego boosts all they want. They're going to take a big L and they're going to fall. And we're in it for the long haul. They're not. All they care about is their little feelings and their little ego trips and all this kind of stuff to make themselves feel better right then and there. And oh, I feel so important because look at this guy I just ghosted. Oh my God. Some of your friends want to feel like the more important friend. I can just use this guy whenever I want, just whatever. The world's my oyster, blah, blah, blah. You're not a real friend. You're not a real friend. You don't have your boys back. You're not a real friend. You are the enemy. Some of your own friends, bro, want to try to make you jealous and do all this kind of stuff. And anything that good that happens to yourself, it just makes them more miserable and more miserable and more miserable. Why? Because you're winning for real. You're winning for real. And it's because of how much more disciplined, how much more dedicated you are than them. They don't even want to admit it. They don't want to do it. They pretend they act like they work so hard and all this kind of stuff. It's not enough. You can work hard. That's not hard. I could work hard right now. In fact, I'm working right now. I could go outside and start running laps around my house. I'm working hard. Oh my God. It's not hard to work hard. But you know what is hard? To have the right daily routines and rituals for 5 to 10 years straight. And to keep that going. And to adjust some things. And to keep building yourself up. That's what's hard. Because it takes a long time of doing the right things. And it's what a lot of people in today's world don't want to do. They act like they're disciplined. They act like they do some good things. You really don't. To me, very low level you're on. Very low level. And I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. I'm being serious. You're nowhere close to what I've done. Not even close. Because I know what you've done. Not much. I'm not impressed. I'm hardly impressed with myself. I just keep doing my thing. Yes, impressive, kind of. Especially in the eyes of others. But to me, I don't want to live my life as if I'm impressed by myself. That's the thing. Because I'm hard on myself. A hard-nosed individual is going to climb mountains and conquer. That's the thing. So honestly, I don't even want to have it in my mind that I'm impressive or I've done anything good. Because I just know I have more and I just want to keep doing better. People want to try to validate themselves as if they done so well or they're doing so good or I didn't do this for this or whatever it might be. That is weak. That is people trying to convince themselves that they're disciplined, they're hardworking, look how hard I'm grinding and all this stuff. It's all copium. It's all cope. These people will fall. Because they really don't have it in them to do what they're supposed to do. They do not. There's levels to this, man. There's literally levels to this. And the stuff I've seen in the world, the stuff I'm seeing in modern society, everywhere's, I'm not impressed. I'm just not impressed at all. I'm actually unimpressed. It's nothing special to me, but it's hilarious that all these people want to act so special and act so important and talk to somebody like yourself, but then ghost you and think they can come and go whenever they want and all this kind of stuff. And try to tear you down. Because that makes them feel better. That they can affect somebody like yourself. They feel more important than you. Don't let these individuals do these things to you, bro. Do not let them. I don't care if it's one of your so-called friends. I don't care if it's some of these females. I don't care who it is. Do not let people disrespect you. Do not tolerate disrespect. Especially some of these females, bro. Watch how they act when they're by themselves. They're acting so nice to you and stuff like this, and they're talking to you and they're cordial with you and everything else, but as soon as they get around their female friends, they'll be acting weird. They'll be acting like, ha ha ha. They just have this energy about themselves where I don't care, ha ha ha, having fun, blah blah blah. And they'll ghost you and they'll... That's how it goes. And they think they're so cool. They think they're so valuable when they do these things. Who hurt you? Who hurt you? You're weak. That stuff is weak. Your game is weak. What are you gonna do? Face to face. Crumble. All of you will. Every single one of you will crumble. You don't got it like that. None of you got it like that. None of you. None of those individuals have it like that. None. They think they're something. Let's devalue everyone else to make ourselves feel special and important because other people did it to me, and it's just this continuation of toxicity in modern society. And this is a huge reason why today we don't want to have a lot of people around us. We don't want to have a lot of friends. We don't want to have a lot of people around us in general. I'm good. I'm going to stay who I am. I'm going to keep getting better, and I'm going to rise, and I'm going to laugh at y'all. Because you're going to want to knock on my door, and I ain't going to answer. Hallelujah.